What's up everyone, King Buffalo here, and welcome back to our Street Fighter V Defending Versus series. This time featuring everyone's current bane of existence, the Rain Brawler himself, Balrog. We've noticed throughout half of Season 2 that lots of players, even at a high level, are heavily struggling against this character. Mostly known for his high damage output and robbery of momentum, he can seem challenging to put up a fight against. Well, don't you worry, because that's why we're here to help fix that. So let's get to work. Balrog's buttons are debatable at probably being the best in the game at this point, so it's important that we go over them. Since standing heavy kick is +3 on block and has an intermediate pushback, short range 3-framers can get punished. Only 3-framers that have an extended range on their hitbox can punish accordingly when Boxer attempts another standing heavy kick. You can also punish the heavy kick loop with 4 to 5 frame normals and specials after blocking the first one. Balrog loves standing heavy kick as a medium on knockdown or flip outs, adding +2 frames of block advantage, making it +5 instead of +3. However, it does reduce pushback, therefore giving 3-framers a chance to punish accordingly. Balrog's standing heavy kick to standing medium kick frame trap erases all 4 to 5 frame normals and specials as punishes. Standing heavy punch is one of Boxer's most powerful normals when it comes to his spacing and turtle game. Although it's relatively unsafe, with it being -4 on block, it has incredible reach and now possesses a crush counter property post Season 2 update. Whiff punishing may be the most consistent fundamental tool in your arsenal to punish accordingly.
Pro tip, go with your gut. Instead of trying to react to a whiff, anticipate the move and punish accordingly.
With his V-trigger widely considered to be a huge comeback threat, it's no mistake that Balrog becomes really scary once activated. However, there is still hope. The first thing we should mention is that the Reckless from V-trigger gives Balrog lots of pushback on block, making it very difficult for the shifting of turns. He generally has 3 options on block when attempting to open you up with his strikes. Counter hitting if he catches you pressing buttons. Overheads if you're crouching. And the dreaded low confirm for the mix-up to come full circle. While this does look impossible to read, one good thing to remember is that if Balrog even attempts the V-skill out of his Rekkas, he is unsafe to mash and jab.
Pro tip, don't be afraid to challenge Balrog during his V-trigger pressure. He'll try to take advantage of his -2 spacing, so study his patterns and you'll know when to strike.
We have one more chapter to cover, and that's Balrog's pressure. Outside of V-trigger, he has many options of keeping the pressure locked down on his opponent, threatening white and true damage with his set play. Balrog's Oki from his throw is very strong. What's notable here is his tick throw setup prior to quick rise. The attack is meaty, but the throw isn't. You'd be better off not trying to tech while in the corner. Another strategy Balrog can attempt are delayed normals to catch you pressing buttons when neutral. If you catch on to this pattern, try to press the button faster than he can for a counter hit.
Pro tip, don't ever let Balrog feel like he can bully you with his non-stop white life damage. There's always a way around it, so grab the bull by his horns and show him who's boss.
When fighting Balrog, it's important to recognize the different strengths of dash straights he utilizes, along with spacing. Taking visual notes is advised. Another key tactic to getting around dash punches is simply neutral jumping. It's an easy way to get a clean punish for good damage. And last but definitely not least, there's the dreaded turnaround punch, colloquially known as tap. This is Balrog's scariest threat so far in any Street Fighter game he's been in, as the longer you hold any 2 button combinations, the stronger and more advantageous the punch. And since this game is mostly about damage output, well, you don't want to get hit with a final. One good thing to remember about tap is that Raw gets more block advantage depending on how long it's charged. You can tell how long he's been charging based on the number count he yells. Anything beyond 4 count is plus on block, which means you should not be pressing any buttons. Another one of Balrog's tricks for utilizing tap is within his V-trigger. If he resets in a V-skill hook from a V-trigger confirm, he puts both fighters in a 50-50 state, since he's +2 on hit, which will usually involve throwing or baiting throws with tap. Here's a few options to look out for, so you can use them to your advantage. It's also worth mentioning that, no matter which 2 button combinations Balrog decides to use for tap, he's always eliminating one of his key options in battle. Take the time to assess the scenario. Has he used his V-trigger already? Has he been V-skilling your projectiles at all? Has he been throwing or teching? Things like this are extremely important. All in all, when contesting against a character with mad reach, an intimidating demeanor, and unforgiving damage, it's best to keep your cool and analyze the scenario ahead of time. What patterns are your opponent abusing? How can you challenge said patterns to cause a mistake and guarantee your turn back? With this video, your defense should sharpen like a blade, ready to slice through Balrog's blind offense and keep your fight money intact.
Balrog wins.
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.
And stay tuned, for we'll be having plenty more to show for Street Fighter V.
Also, if you guys want to support the team with traveling, new equipment, and the venue itself, we are now selling perler bead sprites for most fighting games.
And if you want something different, just ask, for we also do custom work. Details will be in the description below.
And there you guys have it. Much love. Peace.